A very good morning, students. Our session of financial management. Now, in the last week, we have completed our second chapter of unit number 1, that is time value of money. I hope you all are clear about the same. Now, today, I am going to introduce the new unit, that is unit number 2. Now, as far as the second unit is concerned, in second unit we are going to have 2 chapters. Again, in unit number 1 we have already 2 chapters that we have completed. The first one, that is Introduction to Financial Management, and second one was Time Value of Money. Now, in this second unit we are going to study again two different chapters. The first one, that is Sources of Finance, and the second one will be Lease Financing. Okay, so today we'll start with Sources of Finance. First and foremostly, we'll discuss about the syllabus. Now, in Sources of Finance, we are going to learn Introduction, then after Sources of Finance, Equity Share Capital, Preference Share Capital, Debentures, Term Loan, Retained Earning, Bridge Finance, and Venture Capital Finance. This is the content that we are going to study in this chapter, that is Sources of Finance. Now, as far as the introduction of finance is concerned, the simplest meaning of finance is organization is going to raise the finance from different sources. Then after they are going to manage their raised finance, and later on they are going to utilize their raised finance. Now, this is the main concept of financial management. Now, as far as the first step of financial management is concerned, it is about raising the finance, or when the different sources are available to us, then and then the organization is going to select the particular option, and on the basis of that selection, organization is going to have the proper finance as per the requirement of the unit. Yes, a company requires finance due to several objectives, whether it is for the short period of time or it is for the long period of time. As a commercial industrial unit, the outcome of beginning, middle of end of every activity are expressed in finance only. Now, as far as the different objectives, the different constraints of a particular organization is concerned, each and every objectives, each and every constraints are directly related with the finance. If the main objective of organization, that is to provide the social services to the society, now again the objective is non-profitable, but to provide a particular services we must have enough finance with us, and on the basis of that finance the organization is capable to give services to the societies. And if the objective of organization, that is the modernization, so again to be modernized, organization required finance. So the requirement of finance is there in each and every stages and each and every steps of the organization. Whether the organization is new in the industry or it is there since too many years. The requirement of the finance is always there in any business unit. The decisions of the company can fructify only when the required finance is available at the proper time. Yes, the decision must be fructify, means it must give a proper result when you are going to implement the different objectives. Organization is taking numbers of decision every day or throughout his lifetime. So now it is a duty of organization, it is a duty of key personnel, that is to check that whatever the decisions are to be taken by the organization, the whole decision must be fructify, means it must give a proper result to the concerned unit. The same concept is applicable in financial decision. When the organization is taking numbers of decision every year, so at that particular time each and every decision must be feasible. It must be in a proper manner that organization gets maximum to maximum profit. Be it a sole proprietor, a partnership firm, or a company, everyone inevitably requires finance for his financial activities. Whatever the type of organization you are having, the requirement of the finance will be the same. So, it is more important that how organization is taking their financial decision very seriously. And again, the sources of finance are totally divided into two parts. The sources are divided into two parts. The first one, that is internal sources, and second one, that is external sources. Now the question of decision arise when the different options are available with us. If there is no option, then there is a no question of decision. So the sources of finance, they are of two type. The first one, that is internal source, and the second one, that is external source. Internal source means the option, the sources which are available within the organization itself. The options are available in the organization. So here we are not going to raise the finance from the outside, and that internal sources are of two type. The first one, that is depreciation fund, and second one, that is retained earning, that is plowing back of profit. These two are the main source of organization, that creates, that the organization is creating with their routine activity of trading and of providing services. When the organization is busy in any kind of manufacturing unit, and on the basis of the sale of the same product or providing the different services in the society, so organization is able to earn profits, and out of that net profit, organization is going to create the different points through which they are able to get the maximum finance. They are going to invest their own profit in the depreciation fund. Then after, the organization is utilizing the net profit in the internal part of the organization, that is in the welfare of the business unit itself. So when organization is using its own finance in the organization only, so that will be known as internal source. Then after, second one that is external source. Now as far as the external source are concerned, it is clearly understood that the sources which is available outside of the organizations, so that sources will be known as external sources, and that external sources are equity shares, preference shares, debentures, and term loan. So these are the external source. When sometimes the internal sources are not enough to fulfill the financial requirement of the organization, at that time organization choose the external sources for their financial activities. Now the internal and external finance both are available to the organization, but which option or which sources give maximum benefit to the business unit, that is totally depends upon the financial requirement of the company. If the requirement is for the short period of time and the amount which is required in that particular business unit is very low, so at that time organization is using their own source, means they are choosing the internal source to fulfill their financial requirement. Then after, when the financial requirement is for the long period of time and the amount involved in that particular decision or that particular requirement is very high, so at that time the internal fund is not sufficient to fulfill the financial requirement of the business unit. So at that time organization is going to choose the external source for their financial requirement. So now it is a duty of financial manager, that is to examine first and foremostly the basic requirement of finance, and on the basis of that requirement organization is selecting the sources, that which source is suitable for the particular business unit. So first and foremostly a nitty-gritty analysis of the requirement must be there, and on the basis of that analysis now organization is selecting the option which gives the maximum benefit to the organization. Then after, second step, that organization is selecting the different or organization is evaluating the different sources which is available to them. organization have different sources, like they have the equities, they have the preference, they have the debentures, they have the bonds, they have the term loan. But out of that different sources, which source give the maximum benefit, that is to be analyzed by the financial manager. And on the basis of that analysis, now organization is selecting that option, that source in which the cost of capital of raising the finance will be minimum, and the benefit which the organization is going to generate from the same source will be maximum. So here organization, first and foremostly, organization is going to analyze the financial requirement of the business unit. Now out of that analysis, organization comes to know that which source is best for the unit, that is internal or external. And again, in internal source as well as in external source, the options are with the unit. So now the analysis of the options will be done by the financial manager, and on the basis of that analysis of option, organization is selecting the option which gives the maximum benefit to the business unit. And through that benefit, organization is able to serve the main objective of the organization, that is the objective of profit maximization. So this is the introduction part of our unit, that is sources of finance. Now in this particular unit, we are going to see the different sources. Like here in the screen, you can see that the equity shares are there. So again the different sources are available. Equities are there, preference are there, debentures are there. Now we again going to learn the basic concepts of each and every sources, and the advantages and limitations of the same. I think you have already learned the whole concepts in your 11th and 12th. That is, equities are there, preference shares are there, debentures are there. Now again in this particular unit, we are going to repeat the whole. So this is the easiest chapter of your unit number 2, that is sources of finance. Now in the next session, in the next video, we are going to learn the equity shares. I hope you are clear about the introduction part of our unit number 2 and chapter number 1.